Hello everyone, it's Lydia. I have a couple of shares today and I need some help on prepping my little metal tins. So if anybody can give me some advice or ideas. This is the first time I'm working with this material, this metal material, so I'm stuck. So first, Shantae. This is the cardstock that I use to print Luisa's printables. Her kit looks like that. Smooth finish, Darcy premium cardstock. This is by Coordinations. So Shantae was asking me what I printed the printable kit on. And then speaking of printable kits, Luisa sent me some goodies as a thank you for being guest designer for the month of June and July. So she sent me a couple of goodies as a thank you, and then I received a private message from Luisa last week, and she invited me to be a permanent designer for her. So I'm super excited about that. Thank you so much, Luisa. I love working with your printables, so I can't wait to see what you come up with for next month. So she sent me this cute little tag pad. This is from the Blue Awning collection, and I have some pieces that Stacy, the Five Blessings, sent me. So this is great. I can add that to my collection. She sent me this large flower that I can use for my easy flower cards that I've been making. And then she sent me this is Susan Wingett, okay, and Company, and I can use these on my journals. So thank you, Lisa. And then she sent me 2 pads, which is awesome because I go through paper like crazy. I'm always writing notes. And then I got one of her gorgeous handmade creations. Yay! She altered a paper bag. I love it. Beautiful colors. And I watched the video on this, and she has a pretty little satin closure on here with some ribbon. Love the paper curling and the doily. And looks like she distressed the flower. Love the center and that amazing pin. So it opens like this, and then she added some extra papers in here for me to play with, and tags. And she added some flowers here, so pretty, and then she wrote me a sweet note. Thank you so much, Luisa. You didn't have to send me anything, but I appreciate it. And I'm so happy to be on your design team. Thank you. And then she sent me this cute little baggie full of flowers and buttons and little wood pieces and tags. And this cute little tag, she added some ribbons and some lace, little clip. I have this bingo card, some canvas, paper doily. These papers are so pretty. So thank you, Luisa, for those. And then my easy handmade cards using a handmade flower. I'm trying to be quiet because hubby's still sleeping. I used my Mind's Eye Moments paper, and I received this from Karen, JB Lady Scrapper 48. Thank you, Karen. I used Have a Great Day. Some bling that I received. This is Colorbach. I used it up. This I received from Muriel, Miss Cooper's Coop. Thank you, Muriel. And then I used this pretty crochet trim that I received from Marcia, Fleck Gold M. And on one of the cards, I used a die cut piece, this really tiny one, to stamp a sentiment. So here's my first easy card. And all I did was I lost my pointer. I started off with white cardstock, and the card measures 5.5 by 4. And I went with yellow cardstock, and then I layered white cardstock. This is textured like basil. And then I have my designer paper. There's the bling that Muriel sent me. There's the little Spellbinders, I'm sorry, the Sizzix die cut piece, and I stamped Dear Friend. This is a Prima stamp. I think it's from the Fairy Rhymes collection. And then I added this pretty little flower-shaped blue button. I added my seam binding, the crochet ribbon from Marcia, a 1-inch strip of paper, and I used my distresser around the designer papers. Then this gorgeous handmade flower was created by Karen Brake. Thank you, Karen. And I formed a bow with some seam binding, and I just tucked it right underneath. And then the inside looks like this. Just some designer paper. I did some distressing. And then for some reason, I laid the card like this when I was working. And I was like, oh, that's a pretty cool layout. All I have to do is move this piece over a little bit, move my flower, and then add my sentiment here. So that's what I did with the second card. So super easy. Again, it's 5.5 by 4. And this time I used this is an EK Success, oops, I dropped my card. An EK Success punch that I used here. So I did the yellow cardstock, white cardstock, then the designer paper. There's the bling. And then I have the yellow paper, printed paper, and I used the punch. Here's the crochet trim, and there's the seam binding. And then this flower I handmade using some laces from J. Stella's shop and a rosette, and then I just have some fibers and some pearls. And then again, I formed a ribbon with some seam binding and tucked it in underneath the flower. And then I stamped "Have a Great Day" and added my little Martha Stewart butterfly punch. And I make my own banners. I just cut the rectangle and cut it down the middle and then meet the ends and you get your banner. And then that's the inside. So those are my cards. So that for the tins, I think I got these from my sister, Olga. I'm at Stamper 64. She gave me like a bunch of these and they look like this. So there's writing on here. There's that writing underneath there, and then there's writing back here. And what I want to do is make them like little embellishment boxes. I may add little feet, not sure yet. There's a lot of things you can do with these. You can remove the lid, drill a hole and create an ornament like for Christmas and make a nice little scene inside. Or you can make it a shadow box, you know, embellish each side. Or in my case, I'm gonna make little embellishment boxes on these. So what I did was I gessoed one. Did I sand it? No. I think it would be too much work to try to sand it because there's a lip here. And I don't want any silver showing. So I gessoed it twice and then I painted it, and as you can see, the paint chipped off. Now, I can paper it, but if I paper it, I can only paper the bottom up to here, and then the silver is going to show because of the closure, the little snap here, and the hinge. I won't be able to close, there's no space for me to close it if I paper the entire bottom. So the videos that I've watched, the ladies have been papering them up to this little lip here, so that's not going to work. So yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to apply paint on them. So I'm going to try priming it. I don't know if I'll be able to paint with acrylic once I add this primer. So I have to ask hubby when he wakes up and see if he has any more of that left because it's empty. So I'm going to do them in themes. So this one's going to be a birdie theme, a bird theme, and then I have these cute little images here with the birds and nests. They can be used as little tags or embellishments. This would look really cute papered on here too. I may do that. And then I'm going to add a little prima nest and maybe some bird charms and some beads. Not sure about feet yet. But see, I wanted to add this color to it. That would look really pretty with the birds. But the paint peeled and it looks awful. And then I'm going to probably do a sewing one and add some little like spools and dress form charms and maybe some seam binding. And not sure about the feet again. And then I'm going to also make a fairy one. And I'll have some fairy images, and I'm thinking of adding some fairy charms that I have. And then I have a little glass bottle that I will fill with glitter for fairy dust. So that's what I'm trying to work on for next week, but it's not going too well. So if anybody has any ideas on how I can finish these, I'm hoping the primer thing works. So that's my share for today, everyone. Thanks for watching. Post a comment if you wish and subscribe. Have a fabulous day. Bye.